Ryan, let me ask you something. And be honest.
That already sounds dangerous. Go ahead.
How long have you been learning English?
I've been learning English for about 5 years.
Okay, good. That's correct. But what did you used to say before you learned the structure?
Oh, I used to say, I am learning English since 5 years.
And today's episode is exactly about that sentence. Because if you are listening right now and you've ever said, I learn English since, or I am learning English since, you are not alone. But you are also making a mistake that immediately shows your level. And today, we're fixing it.
Welcome, everyone, to Easy Speak Lab.
If you're new here, this is the podcast where we help you improve your English naturally with real conversations, real corrections, and real examples.
And if you've been listening for a while, welcome back. We're really happy you're here.
Today's topic is something almost every English learner struggles with at some point, and that is why you should stop saying learning English since the wrong way.
Why this mistake is so common. Let's be honest, this mistake is everywhere.
Yes, and it's not because learners are lazy, it's because they translate directly from their native language.
Exactly. In many languages, you say something like, I learn English since 5 years. And that structure works perfectly in that language.
But English grammar doesn't allow that structure. English is very strict when we talk about time connections.
Very strict. If something started in the past and continues now, English demands a special tense.
And that tense is present perfect continuous.
Breaking it down slowly. Let's say the wrong sentence first. I learn English since 2020. Why is this wrong?
Because learn is present simple. Present simple is used for habits, facts, routines. For example, I learn English every day. That's fine. That's a habit.
But when you say since 2020, you are connecting the past to now.
Exactly. And that connection needs present perfect, not present simple.
So the correct sentence is, I have been learning English since 2020.
Let's break that down. Have been learning. That structure shows duration from past until now.
Another example. Wrong. I am living here since 2018. Correct. I have been living here since 2018.
Wrong. I work here since 2 years. Correct. I have been working here for 2 years.
Notice something important. We didn't just change one word. We changed the entire structure.
Since versus for. Deep practice. Now, let's practice something very important. Since versus for. Ryan, give me an example with since.
Okay. I have been studying English since January.
Good. January is a starting point. Now give me one with for.
I have been studying English for 3 months.
Perfect. Now let's confuse people on purpose. I have been studying English since 3 months. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect, because 3 months is duration. It should be, I have been studying English for 3 months.
Exactly. Now another one. I have been studying English for 2022. Correct?
No, 2022 is a starting point. So, I have been studying English since 2022.
Let's give more daily life examples. Wrong. I know her since 5 years. Correct. I have known her for 5 years.
Wrong. I am waiting since 1 hour. Correct. I have been waiting for 1 hour.
Wrong. I play piano since I was a child. Correct. I have played piano since I was a child.
Notice here we didn't use continuous. We said, I have played, because some verbs don't usually use continuous form.
Very important detail. Know We say, I have known, not I have been knowing.
Why do we keep making this mistake? Sophie, here's something interesting. Even after learners understand the rule, they still say, I learn English since. Why do you think that happens?
Because speaking is automatic. When you talk, you don't build sentences slowly in your head, you react. And if you've used the wrong structure for years, your brain repeats it without thinking.
So this is not just a grammar problem.
Exactly. It's a habit problem. Grammar is knowledge, fluency is habit.
That's powerful. So if you've been saying I've been learning English for a long time, you need repetition to change it.
Yes, you need to train your mouth to say, I have been learning, until it feels natural.
Okay, let's train. I'll say a wrong sentence, you correct it immediately, no thinking. Ready?
Ready.
I live here since 2016.
I have been living here since 2016.
I study English since high school.
I have been studying English since high school.
I work here since 3 years.
I have been working here for 3 years.
Good. Now something trickier. I am married since 2018.
Common mistake. I have been married since 2018.
Notice something important. We didn't say I have been marrying.
Exactly, because married works like a state here. Some verbs and situations are not usually continuous.
Let's clarify something deeper. When do we use I have lived here for 5 years, and when do we use I have been living here for 5 years?
Both can be correct. The difference is subtle. I have lived here for 5 years focuses on the fact. I have been living here for 5 years focuses more on the duration or ongoing nature.
So continuous emphasizes activity.
Yes. For example, I have been studying for 3 hours. That sounds like effort, like something active. But I have known him for 10 years. We don't say I have been knowing, because know is a state of verb.
Other stative verbs?
Like, believe, understand, want, need. You say, I have liked this band since 2020, not I have been liking.
Now let's move beyond grammar, because many learners say, I've been learning English for 5 years. And it's correct, but it sounds a little repetitive if you say it all the time.
Exactly. Native speakers often vary their expression. Instead of saying learning English, they say, I've been working on my English.
I've been improving my pronunciation.
I've been building my vocabulary.
I've been trying to speak more confidently.
Notice something. The structure is still present perfect continuous, but the vocabulary changes. That makes you sound more advanced.
Let's role-play a natural conversation. I'll ask you, how's your English going?
It's getting better. I've been practicing speaking every day.
Oh, nice. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that for about 6 months now.
That sounds smooth, not robotic, not translated, natural. Can I say something a little uncomfortable?
Go ahead.
Some people proudly say, I've been learning English for 10 years, but their level hasn't changed much.
Yes, because time does not automatically create progress. You can learn passively for years, watching random videos, reading grammar rules, never speaking.
Meanwhile, someone else practices speaking 20 minutes every day for 1 year. Who improves faster?
The second person, every time.
So maybe instead of saying, I've been learning English for 5 years, you could say, I've been practicing consistently.
Or, I've been speaking as much as possible.
That sounds active. It shows effort, not just duration.
Let me share something. I once had a student who always said, I am learning English since 8 years, every time. I corrected him again and again. But one day I asked him, how often do you actually speak English? And he said, almost never. That was the real problem. Not grammar, practice. After 1 year of regular speaking sessions, he said, I've been speaking English regularly for a year, and this time it was true. You could hear the difference.
So let's summarize what we've learned so far, but not as a summary, more like awareness. If the action started in the past and continues now,
Use present perfect or present perfect continuous.
since means starting point.
For means duration.
And maybe the most important lesson?
Don't focus only on how long. Focus on how consistently.
Rapid correction round. All right, it's time to test everyone listening. No overthinking, just react. If the sentence is wrong, fix it immediately in your head. Ready?
Let's go.
I learn English since 2021.
I have been learning English since 2021.
I have been learning English since 2021.
I have been working here for 2 years.
I know her since high school.
I have known her since high school.
I wait here since 20 minutes.
I have been waiting here for 20 minutes.
Good. Now something slightly more advanced. I practice English every day since January.
That one is tricky. You could say, I have been practicing English every day since January because the action started in January and continues now.
Exactly. Transformation practice. Now let's transform sentences. I'll say a sentence in present simple. We'll convert it to present perfect continuous. I study English.
I have been studying English. Now add time. I have been studying English for 3 years.
I work on my pronunciation.
I have been working on my pronunciation since last month.
I try to improve my fluency.
I have been trying to improve my fluency for a long time.
Notice how the structure becomes automatic when you practice. Slightly more complex examples. Let's increase the difficulty. What about this sentence? I live in London. How do we express duration?
2 options. I have lived in London for 5 years, or I have been living in London for 5 years. Both are correct.
What about I am tired because I study all night?
Better, I am tired because I have been studying all night. Here, the continuous form shows the ongoing activity that caused the result.
That's a beautiful example. Present perfect continuous often explains a current result.
So, mini quiz for listeners. Okay, listeners, let's challenge you. Which one is correct? A, I am learning English since 2020. B, I have been learning English since 2020.
Correct answer, B. Next one. A, I have been learning English since 5 years. B, I have been learning English for 5 years.
Correct answer is B, because 5 years is duration.
Last one. A, I have been knowing him since 2015. B, I have known him since 2015.
Correct answer is B, because know is usually not continuous.
Why this mistake immediately shows your level. Let's talk honestly. Why does I learn English since immediately reveal someone's level?
Because this is one of the most common beginner to intermediate mistakes. Advanced speakers rarely make this error.
It's like a signal. When someone says it, native speakers instantly notice.
And the good news, it's very easy to fix. Once you understand the logic, you can eliminate it permanently.
The real upgrade. But I want to say something more important. Grammar correction is not the final goal. Confidence is.
Exactly. When you say, I've been practicing speaking every day, you sound confident. You sound active. You sound in control.
Instead of focusing on how many years you've been learning, focus on what you've been doing recently.
For example, I've been recording myself speaking. I've been joining conversation groups. I've been challenging myself to think in English.
Those sentences show progress.
So today we fixed a sentence, but we also changed perspective. Stop saying, I learn English since.
Start saying, I've been improving. I've been practicing. I've been growing.
Language learning is not about time passing. It's about action repeating.
If this episode helped you, try something today. Write one sentence using I've been. Make it real. Make it specific,
And say it out loud. Train your mouth. Build the habit.
because fluency isn't built in years.
It's built in daily effort.
Keep practicing,
Keep speaking.
and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.